Hi there, this is Mrs. Varnado, and we will not be at school tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday, and I'm very, very disappointed, as is Mrs. Griffin, because we were very much looking forward to looking at your personal water use data and entering that information into a Google Sheets. So, target, third grade, we are going to see if you guys can do this on your own. I really think that you can. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and gather your personal water use charts. You can see mine here. It's kind of messy. Mrs. Varnado kind of made a mistake here and had to cross it out, but that's okay. I'm going to be using my data sheets to enter them into an actual Google Sheets, which is like a spreadsheet. Now, this is really not complicated. So the most important thing that you need to do right now is make sure that your personal water use charts are all filled out for each of your family members. Now, what happens if you forgot to add a day for your dad, for example, last Sunday? Either you can talk to your dad about it and try to estimate what the water use would have been, or you can actually interpolate the data. That means you can copy the data from another day that you think would be very similar to what your dad would have done. With that being said, you should have one sheet for each member of your family. You, your mom, your dad, and any siblings that you chose to collect data on. And once you have all those together, you want to go ahead and go to the classroom stream. Once you've logged into Google Classroom, you'll see an assignment right up here that says Water Use Calculator. I'm going to actually go ahead and post this video in the assignment. This one doesn't have it in there just yet, but you'll have the video there so that you can refer to it as you need to. But you're going to go ahead and open up this link here for the Water Use Calculator. This is a Google Sheet, and this is what's going to help you calculate your information. So once you click on that, it's going to open up a Google Sheet. Sheets are spreadsheets, and it's going to look very much like this. Now, Mrs. Varnado went ahead and put in some formulas for you so that it's going to be very, very easy to put in your data. You'll notice a couple of things. Up here it says student name. That's obviously your name. And when it's your sheet, you are the household member. Let's take a look around here. You have the same categories that you had on your personal water use chart. And you can put your numbers in here: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to automatically calculate the number of times you did that activity, and then it's going to multiply it automatically by the estimated number of gallons used for that activity, and it's going to put that number here. And once you get all of your data input in this area, it's going to automatically give you a total. So that would be the total for you, the student, in this spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and give an example. I'm going to go ahead and type in a name. I'm going to type in James Madison. He's a pretend student. It automatically is going to put James Madison's name as my household member because I am on the student tab. And James, actually, he likes to wash his hands a lot. So he washed his hands 4 times on Sunday, 5 times on Monday, 8 times on Tuesday, 4 times on Wednesday, 2 times on Thursday, 1 time on Friday, and 6 times on Saturday. And as you can see, his total number of times has actually been calculated automatically. It's estimated that he would use 1 gallon of water each time he washes his hands, so he's used 30 gallons of water in the past 7 days to wash his hands. All right, let's go into taking a shower. James does not have a low flow shower head. He has a regular, and he took a shower every single day of the past 7 days. He used 350 gallons of water in 7 days. That's crazy. All right, he didn't take another shower. He didn't take a bath. James does like to brush his teeth with the water running. So he brushed his teeth 2 times a day on each of these days, except for Friday, when he brushed his teeth 3 times a day. And on Saturday, he also brushed his teeth 3 times a day. And we've got our estimate of the gallons here. Flushing the toilet. James has a standard flow toilet at home, and as we know, we also have at school. So looking at James's data, I'm going to go ahead and put in the data for him. Oops, I made a mistake. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to just type over that entry, and it'll automatically fix it. And remember, I don't need to calculate the total number of times. It's going to do that automatically. All right, he doesn't shave, so we're not going to put that in. He likes to drink lots of water. So we're going to go ahead and put in his data here. He does not cook a meal. His mom does that. He doesn't do the dishes, even though he should, or run the dishwasher, or laundry, or water his lawn, or wash his car. So right now I can see that James's total weekly water use is 570 gallons. Wow, that's a lot for James. So actually I'm all finished with doing James's personal data sheet. Now I want to go ahead and I want to enter in James's mom's personal data. These are tabs down here, and you'll see we've added one for each student, that's you, one for your mom, one for your dad, and we added 3 for siblings. Now you may not have 3 siblings. You may actually have a grandmother or an aunt that lives with you, and in that case we can just use the sibling tab too. It's okay. Most of you had families of 4, which I thought was kind of interesting. I have a family of 5. So if you only have a family of 2 or 3, just put what your family has. But James does live with his mom, so we're going to go ahead and click on that tab. And what's magical is that because I entered James's name on the student tab up here, it automatically is going to put it in as the student name on his mom's tab. But I know he's doing his mom, so we're going to put mother here. So we know that that's James's mom. And we're going to go ahead and start filling out our data just like we did before with James, looking at the data that we've collected on our sheet. Okay? Etc. You get the idea. Then when we're done, James also lives with his dad. We're going to go to the Dad tab, and we're going to click on that, and you'll see that James's name is automatically in there. We want to go ahead and put his father. Okay? We'll go ahead and enter that data, and then James has 1 sibling, and his sibling's name is Mary Grace. So we're going to enter that there, and we're going to go ahead and enter the data for Mary Grace. Uh-oh, I made a mistake. Let me fix it. Okay? When we're done, because James, it's James, his mom, his dad, and Mary Grace. That's all he has in his family. When you're all finished entering your data, your work is almost done. You're going to then go to the Household Water Use Summary, and you're going to click on that. And this is really cool. It's automatically going to put your name here as the student. You do have to put the target teacher. And you just type that in. And the day that you have target with Mrs. Varnadoe. All of these other things are going to automatically show up right here into this spreadsheet. So you don't have to do anything. but it gives you a pretty good idea of how much water everybody uses per week, how many gallons they use per week. Okay? And it also tells you how much your entire household is using, and then your average daily water use by your entire household. And right now, we're at 100 gallons per day. That's a lot. Okay? The number of people in the household, we do have to go ahead and put this in. And I have how many people in my household? 4. I'm just going to put in the number 4. And watch what happens here. It automatically will calculate the average daily water use in my household based on 4 people. And that is all you have to do. Remember, when we're working in any kind of a doc, every time we make a change, it automatically saves in our drive. So all of this is automatically saved. If you're not sure, you can go into another cell and kind of hit an enter, and you'll know that it's saved. And when you're done, you just want to exit out, and you want to go back into your classroom stream and say that you've completed the assignment. That's all there is to it. I know it sounds a little complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. We will have time to go over this in class when we meet next time, hopefully next Thursday, and it won't snow. We don't even know if we're going to be off on Friday at this point, but we wanted to give you guys something to do while you were out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or Mrs. Griffin. We are happy to walk you through it and help you out. So good luck to you, and know that you are being an innovator as you use these spreadsheets for the first time. And we look forward to seeing you next week. We're going to miss you very much tomorrow. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.